Gamer. Deep. Gamer needs food badly.
We're back again, finally again, with another episode of Gamer Needs Food Badly. It's been a long time and a lot of mess, but I've got my man Eric with me here.
Yep, what's up?
That's right, and we've got this beautiful sandwich.
All right, so Seth, what spawned this idea from this sandwich? Like tentacles? We got tentacles on here.
From a squid, yep.
Squid. I mean, we got.
Well, I'm pretty sure that our wonderful people who are working behind the scenes doing this video will go ahead and show you where we got the idea from. But basically, I've been playing through Final Fantasy VII Remake. Really excellent game. Really been enjoying it. And I was wandering around Wall Market in one of the areas and found the sandwich just on like a vendor's like table in the world in the marketplace there. And I was like, man, this shit is crazy. And it's like nobody says anything about it because I think the common thing people would do is if you're going to do food based off a game, you would do Jessie's Pizza because she talks about it a lot. And there's a part in the game where they even like make it and all this kind of stuff. But I thought, let's get weirder. Let's do something off the wall. And I saw that sandwich and I was like, that is Gamer Needs Food Badly. So we did this one. We threw some stuff in it. You know, I don't really know what's all topped in it. And apparently, what happened to the eyeball, man?
It disintegrated.
It disintegrated. So we are eating the eyeball in here, right?
What's the left of it?
All right, well, then that's cool. Well, I guess the only thing to do right now is to show you how we made it. right, we're back. I hope y'all enjoyed how we put that sandwich together. Eric did an amazing job, man.
All right, thanks.
It's good. All right, well, why don't you go ahead and cut it? Cut us some.
Right.
Let's cut a couple little sections of it. This is a massive sandwich.
All right.
Give me the tentacles.
Yeah. All right.
Slice and dice. Nice. All right, we got a couple sections. Oh, and I've got plates. Isn't that magic?
I'm gonna get the tentacle part to Seth.
All right. Give me some of that sweet tentacle. Oh,
Yeah, put your plate right there. There you go.
all right. Got that?
Yep.
All right. Can you zoom in and get a shot here? I'm gonna try and get you right there so you can get the inside of it. Right there. All right. That's good.
I'll take this part.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and give this a try. I'm gonna move my microphone.
Please don't chew in the mic.
It's a ASMR.
Good.
I think it's a winner.
I think it's pretty good. It's an interesting sandwich. It's different. Eric, why don't you get that mic over to you once you're done chewing like a big monster, and tell us all what you put in the sandwich, man. Yeah, just all in the microphone. Just get all that chewing sound. Let's magnify it. You gonna be all right?
Just trying to chew. All right. All right, so the idea of the sandwich is when Seth showed me the picture of it,
Which we'll show here.
it looks like a bunch of tongue, tentacles, and ham and other sorts of smorgasbords of meats compiled on one big sub sandwich bun. So what I got on here is I got some prosciutto because it closely replicates the ham that looks like it is on the sandwich. I got some pappardelle meat on here too. Some grilled squid. Got some pork belly on here. Some roasted pork belly with some of Seth's homemade chipotle sauce.
Yeah, it's a work in progress, but I'm doing okay with it.
Well, yeah, and I think we have a winner here. It's pretty good.
That's what I'm talking about. It actually did come out pretty good. I like how they some bit of char on the squid tentacles here and stuff, and yeah, man, it's pretty dope. I think it's a good idea you put together there, and so it came together good. Because if I was left to my own devices, I think I'd have grabbed that cow tongue we saw, and that. I don't know if that would have sat too well with this, right?
I know. I think the prosciutto replicated it really, really well and more tolerable for the palate.
I think so too. All right, well, I guess we'll go ahead and do a little. I'm gonna give a warning here. We're definitely gonna get into some spoiler talk, but of course, as we eat food from the game, we're gonna talk about the game for a little bit. And I'm gonna have my man Kev come on with me, and we're gonna chop it up about the game. And spoiler warning, because we will get into spoilers territory. Before we get into the game, why don't you go ahead and take a taste of the sandwich, man? See how it tastes. See what you're dealing with.
Let's see what we got here.
Oh, it's so good. How is it?
Give me 1 second.
I think you need a side by side of you and Eric like this.
Yes. Well, unlike Eric, I don't want to chew directly into the mic. You and Eric.
Yeah, I couldn't help. I had a really tough part of the split.
You did. But yeah, it's really good.
Good.
That sauce that you got, I actually really like that sauce, even though it's a little spicy. And then,
It's the chipotle peppers give it that little kick.
yeah, it's just a little bit. I usually don't eat spicy food because I get heartburn, but I down some man asses to eat that.
That's awesome. Thanks, man. It's just a little something. Not really showing that one off, but something put together. So cool. Appreciate it. Final Fantasy VII Remake, man. So, first and foremost, I guess, like I said, we're going to get into spoilers. And the real meat of it is to discuss the ending of it and everything.
Yeah, because the game follows the original game a lot. They just kind of flesh it out a lot more. It's not until the end where they really start changing things. They seem like they go in that direction.
Yeah, it's not so. I mean, almost throughout there is some small changes in the fact that you have these like ghosts that they call the Whispers in the game.
Well, but that's still connected to the end of the game.
True.
Yeah.
And but like they're basically making the original game happen in this new game. Like they're trying to make it coincide with each other.
Right.
And then at the end you find out that these Whispers are harbingers of fate or something like that. They're just like these minions of fate in a sense, trying to keep things on a path. So you basically fight fate at the end in a very Kingdom Hearts-esque type way.
I do. You get a very heavy Kingdom Hearts feel from
You
that
do.
Sephiroth fight at the end.
Yes, you do. And not just that, but you also fight the which actually I had seen the names on it, and it is the three guys in Advent Children. That's
Yeah.
who the last boss is.
Did you get brought to the promised land?
You need to not talk off mic. So let's put him in his place. I did get brought to the promised land. It's true. Anyways, yeah. So you fight those three actually, which is interesting, but I'm really not sure what to make of any of that. You know, I actually liked one of the theories I thought about was I liked the idea that so the original game, how it ends, everyone dies. That's what I assume. Because they say using holy will heal the earth, but to heal the earth would be to wipe out humanity.
Yeah, and
So-
then you get that cutscene at the end with Red 13.
Yeah, 200 years in the future,
Yeah.
where the green is growing back, but all you see is like Red 13 and his animal people.
Yeah.
So you're left. They don't say directly if humanity's wiped out, but you can assume it. I would say until Advent Children. Now, Advent Children takes place after the events, but it has Cloud and all that stuff. It even shows the ending with Red 13. So then that almost makes it seem like, well, they didn't all die.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or am I wrong with the timeline with Advent Children?
Advent Children, I think, takes place, soon after the ending of 7. I think it is, where I think it's probably what it is. It's probably going to take time for Holy to kind of bring back.
Maybe
the
so.
earth.
It's before Holy wipes out all humanity, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think it's just like they cast Holy and then like everyone died. Right. I think what it is that
Is that the sickness that everybody's suffering from?
I think it is. I think it is.
Yeah, because there is that in there. So that could be that. But I always thought what would be cool is if like everybody's dead and then humans are repopulating again, but like history is repeating itself.
Right.
So we're seeing the new like rebirth, and we're seeing fate basically keep things the same for for whatever reason it has.
Yeah.
And I thought that was cool. But it does seem like Sephiroth has knowledge of previous things that happen, because this does seem to be either an alternate universe or a future version of the original.
I think
7.
I'm leaning towards the alternate universe thing, maybe. Or
Because
like,
of Zack at the end, when you see Zack and you see the different dog on the chip bag, and that kind of shows that it's a different, either different timeline or different universe.
that and Zack survives. He's supposed to die.
Yeah, he's supposed to die.
He's supposed to die. He survives. And then Sephiroth seems to have all this knowledge, like all this stuff has happened already, right? So I'm thinking they're kind of going with like a split.
He even
timeline
kind of
thing.
reaches out to Cloud at the end, where he
Yeah.
talks about the 7 seconds until like what is that? I think the rumor was they thought he meant when he kills when he drops down to kill Aerith.
Aerith.
But I don't know if that's exactly true. There's been some debated theories on that, but when he does that, it does seem like he's trying to offer an olive branch because Sephiroth knows what happens at the end and Cloud beats him, and I think he's trying to change that. And when they actually beat Fate, when they do that, that does open the door now for them to change whatever in the game. So the next game could really go anywhere.
Right.
I think we'll keep some of the similar beats and similar areas in the next game, but there may be different story beats. And I would like to see where, depending on what you do, I would like to see where either Aerith still dies or Tifa dies.
Well, that would be interesting because, like, I remember I told you when, shoot, I can't believe the creator's name the writer's name skips my mind right now for Final Fantasy VII. But when he was originally writing the script, he knew that he wanted to have a party of 3 characters, and the 3 characters he created was Cloud, Barret, and Aerith. Tifa was nowhere near around, and he knew that. I forget when he wanted one of them to die because he said he saw a movie that kind of inspired him to say that, well, if I make one of these characters die, it'll have a more impactful story and make the story more impactful and everything. And Cloud was going to be your main character, so it was down between Barret and Aerith to die, right? Which is why in the Office, when Sephiroth stabs Barret, I kind of was like a oh shit moment a little bit from like, did they really go down that route?
Yeah. Yeah, but then they copped out of that real fast.
Yeah, they copped out.
Fate fixed everything. They got to have fun with playing with people and then using the whispers to kind of undo everything.
Yeah. You know how he decided? He literally flipped the coin between Barret and Aerith.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he literally flipped the coin.
Huh. Never thought of that. I guess Barret can also be on the chopping block too in the next game potentially if they go. Well, because
think of Barrett's themes as a character. He's fighting for the planet. He represents the planet just like Aerith does, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess it could be that. But I don't know if the game is going to go that far. Do you think they would? Because of what they covered in that, if they're expanding on everything, do you think they get as far as the temple? I don't think they get as far as, I think after, hell, maybe even when they get to Red Canyon might be the end, or at least when they get into the base where they get into where the submarine is and all that stuff. You don't get the submarine that early, but you go into, I think, Juneau.
Yeah.
And I wonder if that might be as far as they go. Because there's a lot to cover from when they leave to the temple and stuff where Aerith dies.
Yeah, I don't think I don't know how fast. It depends on how fast they want to go. Yeah. But I think if they tried to shove it in to have you get to the temple for the end of the 3rd game and then pick up with the temple at the beginning.
Because they're gonna have to pick up with Tifa and Cloud and their flashback where Cloud's telling the story of when he was with Sephiroth.
Yeah, that's where they're gonna have to pick up at. Yeah.
Yeah, but it'll be interesting. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed. Just a little discussion here. We made this wonderful sandwich in theme for Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's a really great game. And yeah, hope y'all enjoyed it just like we did. We definitely enjoyed it. The sandwich came out good. Sometimes these things can be weird experiments and they don't always come out good. This one was a plus. So I got to say shout out to Eric. You did the damn thing, buddy.
Yeah.
We out. You can check us out at who'snextgaming.com. We got a podcast there. You can check that out. And Kev, why don't you shout out your Twitch?
Yeah, you can catch me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/SlurkHalo. I'm usually streaming retro games. I'm doing Ocarina of Time Randomizer and Ghost of Tsushima right now. Just come and hang and chat. We can chill, talk, whatever. Yeah.
That's it. All right, we out.